So I raised my testosterone levels from 756 nanograms per deciliter in July of 2025, and I increased it to 932 nanograms per deciliter. And guess what? At 41 years old. And just to show you right here, I use Rhythm, okay? I prefer at-home testing, and it's a little bit better than a finger prick, because it's usually standard with at-home testing, but they hit you on the arm, so the blood there is a bit more pure in the capillaries than the finger. But this is what it's tested. I'll refresh this just so people don't think I'm like, you know, making this shit up, right? So we just refreshed it. Now my estrogen's a little bit higher. That's because my total T and these balls are big, bro. You know, that's what happens with estrogen. It kind of balances itself out, but it's not alarming. So my total T, 932 nanograms per deciliter. My free T, 175 picograms per milliliter. And vitamin D is at 89, so we'll talk about that a little bit later in this video, nanograms per milliliter. So that is what it looks like right now. Now, no TRT, no injections, no shortcuts. And honestly, it made me solidify my thoughts even more about the scam TRT industry. And exactly, that's what solidified my thoughts, is that it's a little scammy, you guys. Now, what if your lower testosterone isn't a hormone problem, but maybe it's a lifestyle problem? Because right now, there's an entire industry convincing men you're broken and you need TRT, you know, and what if you don't use TRT? What if it's your habits that are crushing your testosterone instead? And maybe you just need to fix the root cause. So in this video, I'm going to go over 5 major contributions that actually drop your testosterone, and the change that I made that potentially helped me push my levels up 172 nanograms per deciliter in 10 months. So issue number 1, you're too fat, bro. That's just what it is, okay? You got too much body fat. You're a little McFatty, okay? You're hitting the McDonald's a little bit too hard over there. Now, this is the most ignored factor, I think, and also one of the most powerful. Now, higher body fat levels are strongly linked to, as we know, lower test, higher estrogen, and subpar hormone signaling. And your body literally becomes less efficient at producing testosterone. A lot of guys chasing TRT don't actually need hormones. They just need to lose excessive body fat. Because when body fat climbs, inflammation increases, hormonal balance will shift, and testosterone output, it drops, right? So before you blame age or genetics, you need to ask yourself, are you actually lean enough to support optimal hormone levels? Because for a lot of men, this alone right here could really change the game for you, like drastically. So listen, I got you. Top link in the description. Tap it. Let's train. It's time to unfat fuck yourself. Okay, so let's get it. Next problem. Some of y'all don't even work out. All right, some of you just don't even hit the gym. That's bad. All right, if you're not trying to make your body work, and if you're not attempting to build some muscle, bro, gotta build some muscle. You wanna build some muscle? Oh, you do? That's good, man. It's real good. That's my Hodge twins. Hey, if you guys haven't seen my my short of me and my buddy doing the Hodge twins parody, you gotta watch it. It's just fucking fantastic. It's funny. I'm funny. I'm very funny, if I say so myself. Anyway, so look, you gotta build muscle, okay? If you don't try to put on some muscle, your body has no reason to prioritize testosterone. Okay, so muscle is not just for aesthetics. It's a metabolically active tissue that improves insulin sensitivity. It supports hormonal health, and it allows your body to operate at a higher level. When you don't challenge your body physically, I'm telling you guys, there is no demand. Your system down regulates. So, lower demand equals lower output, okay? You need to send the signal, you guys. If you do this, your body responds by optimizing the systems that support that, including testosterone. Okay, so no training equals no signal. No signal equals no reason to produce more of that man juice. You want to produce some of that. Okay, but look guys, just showing up to the gym and working out, just by doing that, it's not enough. It ain't gonna do it. Okay, you can't train like a bitch. So if you're already in the gym, love it, good, get after it. Okay, that's what you gotta do. Okay, you gotta be in there pumping some iron, but you have to train hard and put in the effort. All right, so stop fluffing around and get serious. Act like you got some big balls when you train, okay? So you can't just do a bunch of fluff sets. Sleep, guys, this is massive. This is so massive. And a lot of people neglect this right here. If you get shitty sleep, it's over. It's done. Done deal. Okay. This might be more important than higher body fat levels. It definitely rivals it. Okay. This will crush your testosterone. It will increase your cortisol, and it will destroy your recovery. Even a few nights of bad sleep can drop testosterone levels by a lot. And we all know most of you dudes have an inconsistent sleep schedule. Your sleep hygiene sucks. The quality sucks, the duration sucks. Then you guys wonder why you feel like caca. You know, low energy, low drive, low motivation. Guys, our man juice, okay, that stuff down there, and those balls, those big balls, bro. It's heavily regulated during sleep. This is when it repletes, okay? You get recharged, so when you sleep, the testosterone goes up, and you wake up, and throughout the day, it does that. So right here is whenever you wake up, it's in the AM, and right here, it's in the PM. And you know what happens to cortisol? It's actually the exact opposite. It does one of these. So it kind of switches. So whenever you wake up, cortisol starts popping up. At the same time, testosterone starts to decline. Okay? Now, again, this is where you get recharged, okay? This is during sleep. You are sleeping right here. And the testosterone is moving up, okay? Now, this is what you want. You need this, you guys. If your sleep sucks, your hormones are gonna suck too. You're not doing yourself any favors by staying up at night and getting the work done. It's like that whole Gary V, hustle, it doesn't matter. Stay up, work, work, work. Just stay up until 2 a.m. and then wake up at 5 a.m. No, that's stupid. That's always been dumb. It will always be dumb. Like it's very silly to neglect your sleep and hustle, hustle, hustle. Like sleep is critical for so many things. It is literally about health, you guys. Like this is health, but of course we're talking about testosterone. You do this enough throughout your life, years on end, and it's bad, bad news. So do not neglect your sleep. You need to get better sleep hygiene, figure it out, get on a schedule, get a structure going, do whatever you gotta do, all right? Cut your caffeine out, make the room cold, black out your windows, turn the phone off at a certain time. You guys gotta figure it out. Number 4, chronic stress. So this is the silent killer that you might not even realize is happening. So basically, chronic stress elevates cortisol, okay? And cortisol directly interferes with testosterone production. Now we need testosterone and cortisol. They kind of hand off to each other, okay? We need them both. But they both kind of compete for attention, if you will. But one is anabolic and the other is catabolic. Can you guess which one is which? So cortisol is catabolic and testosterone is anabolic, okay? Now, this could show up through many ways as far as having chronic stress and high chronic cortisol output, constant work pressure, mental overload, no recovery time, like no days off from the gym, dumbass kids. No, I'm just joking. I love kids. But basically, you're always on and your body stays in a stressed out state. So you need to calm the nervous system down, you guys, okay? If you don't, performance will decline, recovery is gonna suffer, and your testosterone, it's going to tank. Okay, now you don't want to eliminate stress, but you need to learn how to juggle it, how to manage it. Because if stress stays high long term, testosterone output is going to be disrupted for sure. Okay, so figure it out, my dudes. Go snap one off in the toilet or some shit. Okay, and of course, food and environment. Now, what you're consistently putting into your body and onto your body, it all matters, depending on what you eat and what you're exposed to. It can very much disrupt hormonal signaling and impact endocrine function, right? So ultra-processed foods, low micronutrient intake, potential endocrine disruptors, the day-to-day things that actually matter. So basically you're limiting your ability to produce high amounts of testosterone naturally. All right, so your baseline nutrition and your daily habits will matter more than any supplement stack ever will, okay? So, baseline food, how you eat, and your daily habits. Okay, focus on this more than all the supplements that you have in your cupboard, okay? Not saying supplements don't matter. That's not what I'm saying, but fix the foundation first. All right, so this one is near and dear to me. I hate alcohol. I've never drank personally. My mom was a drug addict and it steered me away from substances. I saw it firsthand. So this is what I have to say to party culture. Fuck you. But listen, if you're serious about getting your testosterone higher and getting your big balls back online and working, booze is going to hold you back. Okay? It's just going to hold you back. It will lower testosterone. It wrecks sleep, and it kills recovery. Even a few nights a week of drinking can blunt hormone production, especially if it messes with your sleep, you guys, obviously. Okay, so my message here is fuck alcohol. If you booze, you lose. Now, the change that I made was very simple, all right? Was it this that pushed my levels higher from last July? Maybe, maybe not, okay? All I can do is report to you what my data reflects and the changes that I made. So, you know, take it for what you will, all right? My lifestyle is, you know, so FYI, my lifestyle is pretty tight. It's pretty airtight, and the variables are very constant. I'm a very organized and structured man. But the change that I made was that I focused on getting more sunlight exposure, especially after a hard workout session. Now, we know, of course, that the sun is very beneficial. It helps with vitamin D production, hormonal health, and inflammation control. But this is the one thing that I did differently. Now I soak up about 15 minutes of sunlight after a hard workout session, after I train my ass off. Now, I don't have any hard data on this, okay, but after a hard session, it feels like the sun saturates all my cells. It's kind of a bizarre feeling. I'll work out like I work out, which is pretty intense. I push myself, make my PRs, and I push hard. And when I get out in the sun, I try to get out there immediately. And I soak and I bask and I soak it up. It is a much different feeling when I do it post-workout compared to any other time of the day. Okay, so for me, it's the best time to get out there and soak up that sun. I'll get out there more than that. But it feels very potent to me. I can't explain it. I have no data on it. This is just what I do. That is the change that I made. And I love getting the sun. The sun is life, you guys. It is life. And I love getting the sun in general, but I love getting it after a very hard session. Okay. Now, yes, we know that low vitamin D levels are directly linked to lower testosterone levels. But my vitamin D levels last year, when I was 752, it was actually sitting at 52 nanograms per milliliter. Now, that's not low. Okay. Low is 30 and below. So 50 is pretty good. Okay, it's not bad. But I wanted to optimize my vitamin D levels further. So when I tested this last time, I showed you earlier, I actually increased it to 89 nanograms per milliliter. Now, to be clear, okay, because I know I want to get some phone warriors, I'm not claiming causation here. All right, testosterone levels are influenced by multiple variables, but that was the whole point of saying my lifestyle was pretty tight. It's not like I changed anything super drastic. You know, things are very controlled, especially from then to now. I'm just reporting what I changed and what the data shows, okay? That's literally the only thing that I've changed. Now, is that the reason why my test levels bumped up? Don't know, not sure. So before you guys go in the comments and go, oh my God, this could be based off of anything. This could be the time that you tested. This could be if you had a workout the day before. This could be, you know, your caloric intake. Like, I get it. I get it, you guys, you know. But I keep that stuff controlled too, FYI. I keep records. I have a spreadsheet of all my data, and I have all of those sub data points as well. When I cut off working out to when I tested, the sleep that I got, my caloric intake leading up to the test. I keep all those tight records, you guys, okay? And I keep all these variables very as controlled as possible to get accurate results with data, okay? Now, the question is TRT actually needed? Look, guys, I'm not saying hormonal therapy is something that you should never do in your life. All right, and I've said this before on many other videos. My complaint is when you're a kid getting hooked on this shit, okay, in your 20s, 30s, even in your 40s. I mean, guys, we're still kids. We are still kids, you guys. I'm 41. I still think I'm a kid, all right, which I am. You guys are too. If you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, we're still kids, you guys. Most dudes, they haven't earned the right to even get hormonal replacement therapy because they haven't tried fixing themselves. All right, so you have to fix yourself. Fix your body composition. Okay? Start lifting. Get sleep, you guys. Fix your diet. There's so much you can do. Manage your stress, right? Do this for at least 1 year, you guys. A sustained period of time. Until you do all of that, you don't even know what your natural baseline is of your testosterone. Like you don't even know because it's clouded. It's not even accurate, right? Is your body composition in check? Are you lifting? Are you lifting hard? Are you building muscle? Is your diet in check? If your diet's in check, then your body comp will be in check. Are you sleeping? Is the quality and the quantity good, right? So that's how you would get an accurate reading of your natural testosterone, your endogenous output. Before you jump to the shots, fix the inputs. Fix the foundation, okay? Because if you're young, dumb, and full of cum, or as we say back at the ranch, young, dumb, and hung, your testosterone, it's probably not broken. Your lifestyle is, okay? Fix the lifestyle. So guys, if you need help, tap the top link in the description. You know, let me tell you what we can do. If you tap that, we start training. Let me show you what we can do, okay? That's what we can do. We will unfat fuck yourself, okay? Let's get those balls working, you guys. Fuck these scam TRT clinics. Go tell him to eat a big old bag of dicks.